Good morning, these are the Clayton Hills, and this is like a good spot to stop and talk some anime.
Strain.
Strain is a recent sci-fi space opera anime. In the very far future, there's a big interstellar war going on between the Union and the Deeg. We don't know what the war's about, but since the main characters are all pilots for the Union, I guess we're supposed to be rooting for them. Sarah Warwick is a cute young girl in the Union. Her older brother, Ralph Warwick, went off to war and became an ace pilot and famous war hero for the Union. Sarah, who adores and idolizes her brother far too much, sets out to follow in his footsteps and becomes a very promising pilot trainee herself. Both she and her brother fly super hot space fighters called a Strain, or Strategic Armored Infantry. It's a technology only the Union has. To fly one, you need something called a mimic, a personal organic assistant created specifically for you from your own brain cells. Sarah is looking forward to joining her big brother out into space when the training academy is attacked by the Deeg. Shockingly, it's her brother Ralph who's leading the attack. He's bleached his hair white and picked up a facial scar to make him look evil now. In the brief fight, Sarah is not only shot down, but her mimic is destroyed, which ends her dream of ever flying a Strain again. And that's just the first episode's setup.
Brother, what's wrong? Why are you doing this?
That pendant fob is a precious keepsake from her dear brother, of course. You didn't even have to watch the start of the first episode to know that, did you? We've seen that trope so many times in anime before. With her mimic now destroyed, Sarah can't pilot a Strain anymore, but Sarah is still determined to get back out into space and chase down her brother and to find out why he's turned into a notorious traitor. She changes her last name to something that's not synonymous with treason and trains as a pilot in a lesser weapon, sort of like trading in a Gundam for a Zack. Then she finally gets out into space again on a training mission. Sarah is now cold, sullen, and pouty and withdrawn. She's hazed by her fellow pilots for no obvious reason than she makes a better underdog if she's scorned and bullied. The elite Strain pilots aboard the ship take no notice of the support fighters anyway, except for one, Lottie, who unreasonably becomes interested in the pouty pariah. Will Sarah ever get to pilot a big hot space fighter again? Will her fellow pilots discover she's secretly the sister of her most hated enemy? Will she get to confront her traitorous brother out in space again? Can we have a few more shower scenes, please? And could we toss in a few more anime cliches while we're at it? The answer to all these questions is, you betcha. Is there anything new or interesting in Strain? Sadly, no, sorry. Director Tetsuya Watanabe retreads an old familiar path, strictly a formulaic cute girls with guns in space juvenile. The animation from Studio Fantasia is workmanlike enough if a little boring. For some reason they've added a bright, almost phosphorescent coloring to the Strain aircraft. I think that's supposed to be the Strain's unique power source, but it seemed vaguely reminiscent of the holographic designs of the Zegapane mecha, and it only enhances the impression that these are all CGI imageries. Strain gets 2 stars for me. We've seen it all done before and much better. I'll concede I'm far from being the target audience for this show, but Strain seems dull and imitative on every level unless you've never seen anime before. Funimation released the 13 episodes on 2 DVDs in a single set, very similar to the Jii-san packaging they did last year. It seemed a tad pricey for just 2 DVDs, though I suppose it's better to think of it as a 13-episode series. I still like the concept of a complete series released in one package. I just want a better series. I'll leave you with this what-the-heck moment. Poor Sarah has lost her doll. The story makes this particular doll, which she's named Emily, disturbingly important to Sarah, so all our fellow cadets are proving that they're her best friend by helping her search a big spaceport for it. Which leads to this strange scene in a doll store.
None of the dolls I've seen look like Emily.
I do not want to know what he's doing.
Thanks for listening.